day. Welcome everybody to Congregation Va-Dor Zoom and Schmooze for Yom Kippur, Lashana Tova. It's wonderful to see you all. I have everyone muted right now because we are going to start off with a beautiful video that I think is very important to show, and then we'll schmooze a little bit after that, and we'll hear from Rabbi Barry. So without any further ado, I am going to share this video with you.
Typhoid, diarrhea, vomiting. People use the very water.
And you're gonna have a good life right before you fly, David. All right?
All right, Susan.
Homa, malaria.
Darkness, because we don't have light. We use kerosene. We don't deliver the services as we must.
It was very difficult for us children to study at night.
Kabla hatujapata mradi wa maji, tulikuwa tunahangaika sana kwa ajili ya kutafuta maji.
People drink muddy water, children
What?
also having a light. Even the mother couldn't
took
give
care of it?
birth because the health center doesn't have a light at night. And for us at Innovation Africa, we want to change that.
Innovation Africa was founded 10 years ago with a very simple mission: to bring Israeli technologies to transform schools, medical centers, but most importantly, to pump water.
When we reach to communities and you mention the word water, at that time you see the smile on faces of these people.
We identify the village that are in need of water. We build a tower and we distribute the water taps all around the village.
The first transformation we see ever, their skins improve.
Any human being should have access to clean water.
We have water under the ground. The sun is shining every day. With the knowledge and Israeli technology, we can make a change, and forever.
Once we do it, it completely transforms the village.
I believe Innovation Africa can change Africa.
We didn't have any dream of getting clean water in our community in Uganda here. So we really appreciate the team from Israel.
When we use this solar at night, children are able to read properly, the teachers are able to teach. We are very grateful for Innovation Africa.
Are you ready? Yes! 1, 2, 3, go!
I take this opportunity to thank Innovation Africa to bring us power in our facility.
You are our fathers and mothers from Israel.
Innovation Africa has made more children to come to study because of the lights and the water.
Innovation Africa kutuletea mradi wa maji. Na sasa hivi maji mpaka shuleni yanafika, natumia muda mwingi kusoma, sihangaiki tena kwenda kutafuta maji. Na maji yako karibu, tunawashukuruni sana Innovation Africa.
We are committed to bring water where there is drought, to bring light where there is darkness, to bring hope and dignity where there is despair.
Thank you so much for watching that special video. Now I want to turn it over to Rabbi to say a few words to us. Rabbi?
Yes, hello everybody. I want to thank everyone for joining us on the Zoom. I also want to thank Sharon for doing an amazing job. She worked round the clock, night and day, and she also is very inspiring. Her words at the end of Yom Kippur I found to be very inspiring, and also I appreciate her choosing this particular video. A lot of people get very sad and despondent and think that there's no hope. Israel, its national anthem is Hatikva, the hope, and it does offer hope for humanity. And this video just explains a little bit about how it does that. I'm not going to take much time. I just want to turn over to everybody else. I just want to say that I have a confession to make. The high holiday services, I was diverted 3 days before the recording of everything. I got desperate calls from literally hundreds of people throughout Florida who needed help in litigation about the schools. And so I was diverted, so I couldn't do as well as I would like. So there were some issues, but the services I think overall were really good. And I thank Sharon. I thought also we have Andy here on the line, and I see Rose, Jennifer did a great job. I just want to thank all of them because services were really stellar. And next time, I confess, next time I will do better. And please watch the interfaith gathering at 1 and then the Ne'ilah, and tell your friends. It's going to be really good. Really good. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here.
I'm going to open it up to the gallery view, and whoever would like to speak, you can either raise your virtual hand or raise your real hand. I saw Valerie first, so go ahead, Valerie.
Okay, well, I'd like to wish everybody the Shana Tova, and Rabbi and everyone who was involved with these services both last week and this week were spectacular. I'm so impressed, and I'm so proud to be a congregant. My husband is echoing my sentiments as well. Congratulations to the entire team, and we look forward to a very healthy and prosperous new year.
Thank you, Valerie, for those kind words. Before we go to the next person that would like to speak, I just want to remind everybody, like Rabbi said, at 1 o'clock, it's going to be a little tight. We're going to have to cut this about 10 of 1. At 1 o'clock, we're going to have an interfaith dialogue. Rabbi has assembled 8 people in addition to himself that are going to be speaking, and we're going to limit them to 1 minute each. So I hope you'll jump off of this one and jump back on to the next Zoom and be a part of that. And then after, if you can watch our Yizkor and the Ne'ilah concluding service, you won't be sorry. Of all the 3 Yom Kippur services, that is my favorite. I think you'll be very inspired and blessed by seeing it. So who else wants to say a little something for the holiday?
Carol Levy.
Hi, Carol Levy, go right ahead.
I just want to say I'm so happy that we were able to have services virtually because, you know, we love going to temple, but being, you know, that we have this thing going on, I'd just like to say thank you to Rabbi Barry and to all the participants. Hello, Rose. Hello, Sharon. Good to see you all again. And Suzanne, you too. I'd like to say it's good to see you.
Thank you.
And
happy holidays.
Happy Lashana Tova to all. And hopefully maybe we'll be coming back in the new year.
Thank you, Carol. It's so good to hear from you again. And I hope you and Bruce and the rest of your mishpacha is good. Thank you for those beautiful words.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next? Marla, go ahead. And then Sarah.
I have never gone to to services ever. And Rabbi Barry, I was totally blown away by the evening and the morning services. I have never listened to services. I've never paid attention. I was awed. And if this was like what you're saying was like you were halfway there, I can't imagine what you would do if you were there all the way, because I was awed by your services. Unbelievable.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's beautiful,
It was
Marla.
wonderful. You were, I kind of I invited my friend Michelle here. She's here at this Zoom in Schmooze. I got her to listen to your services, and she called me afterwards and she said, "Oh my God." And that was the opinion of another friend of mine as well. And I was awed by the things that you said. I told them you went off, is basically what I said to my friend. And just fantastic. I love everything that you said.
Thanks. Well,
Thank you, Marla.
I'm glad she said, "Oh my God," because some people think that we deny God. I love the concept of God. I just think God needs to evolve a little bit like everybody else. I'm glad she reacted by saying, "Oh my God," that's good.
Well, I'm trying to
Thank
figure
you very
out
much.
what you mean.
All right, we have Marla, we have Sarah Fay that would like to say something. Go right ahead, Sarah. Welcome to Va-Dor Va-Dor.
I just want to say, I was looking
Okay.
on YouTube for a service. I live in New York. I don't live in Florida. I didn't even know what this temple was all about. But I have to say, it really spoke to me. That's why I'm on today. I assume it's a Reformed temple. I don't know really, but it just was wonderful.
Thank
That's
you,
all.
Sarah. We were reformed, we've evolved, and we've moved forward. We encompass all the denominations. We welcome people of all faiths, Jewish or not, and Jewish values, Jewish traditions, and we have our Shabbat every week, and we invite you to watch our closing and our Ne'ilah and Yizkor service this afternoon, and we'd love to have you participate. Thank you, Sarah, for your lovely words.
Thank you.
Andy, go ahead.
So let me respond to Sarah briefly. I grew up conservative. I was cloistered in this bubble. When I went to college, my eyes began to open up and I was introduced to reform. And then post-college, I was introduced to Reconstructionism. And in the last 20 years, Jewish renewal. So now Rabbi Barry has taken this to the next level. It's called post-denominational Judaism. And just what Sharon just said, we embrace the entire palette of Judaism. And I want to acknowledge once again Sharon's incredible stewardship and guiding the ship to a successful conclusion here. Last night, I mean, all the services are amazing, but last night in particular, I was so grateful that she included that video with Leonard Cohen's song, which is one of the most important in the history of modern Judaism, Who by Fire. And then, of course, I acknowledged her this morning. I said I thanked her for that closing video of Adon Olam to the tune of Delilah. And so anyway, I love the creativity. I love Sharon. I love Rabbi. I love Rose. I love Jennifer. I love Arnie. I love all of you because this is a Kehillah Kedosha, a holy community. And I'll listen to all your responses.
Thank you. Who else would like to speak? I see Michelle. Go ahead, Michelle. Welcome, Lashana Tova.
Thank you. Right as I finally found the website and was able to get into the service, I got a text message from a local friend here in North Carolina, and she sent me a link to Fifth Avenue Synagogue in Manhattan. So I said, oh, Fifth Avenue, I should listen. So I went and I listened for about 5 minutes. And the rabbi was in the middle of his speech when his sermon, or when I got that notification. And I said, oh my God, this is the same BS that I had to listen to all the time I was growing up. And so I returned Barry Silver, and I really enjoyed everything that was done in the service last night. And it brings me back to my Judaism.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. Dan, I don't see you, but I have a couple hands raised, but Dan just texted me and said he'd like to speak. I think it's Dan Blitz. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself, Dan. Go ahead. You're in the dark, though, Dan. I must say that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, is that a
There
little
you
better?
go. There you go. I can see you now. And your mom is right next to you.
I figured I'd change the environment up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Okay, good. I didn't see my green thing. First of all, again, for those of you when I wasn't that were not on the last time I was on, I am here in Maryland. My mother Anita is a member of your congregation. Hi, Mom. I wanted to wish everyone a Yom Tov, my extended family in Boynton Beach area. I just want to comment on what a wonderful gift we have here to be able to be connected as a Jewish people in so many different parts of the world. And I know that this is just the beginning because we obviously have someone on from New York, and here I am from Maryland, and most of you are from New York anyway, and you're in Florida, and maybe you go back and forth. But maybe next year, or maybe in this coming year, we can expand this out even further. And I was watching Central Synagogue this morning. And they had a 6-year-old African adopted child who lives in Australia, who was adopted by Australians. It was just an absolutely beautiful thing when he sang Avinu Malkeinu his own special way. I encourage all of you, if you want to try to catch it on YouTube, it's on there. There's so much content now to absorb in this holiday and beyond this holiday. You can spend a whole year absorbing all this content, traditional services, reconstructionist services. It's just amazing. So I'm here to help. If there's anything I can do to help all of you figure out how to use this Zoom stuff, or just connect to YouTube or Facebook and get it onto your smart TV. If you bought a smart TV, I'm here to help. Anything I can do.
Thank you, Dan, for your kind words. And I think the people that are on Zoom know how to do it. It's the people that aren't on. That's the people we need to get to. Who else's hand was raised? I'm sorry if I missed you. Rose, go right ahead. Let me ask you. Okay, unmute yourself, Rose. You're still muted. Okay. Go ahead, Rose. And then Anita.
Hello, everyone. It was a beautiful service, and I was so happy to take part of it. But with that being said, I was getting a bit teary-eyed because I thought of the years that I was up on the stage at Santa Lucia's for 12 years, and the years that I had Elaine Silver by my side. Elaine. She was the one that taught me all the high holiday music. And I was getting, a bit overwhelmed to think of those many years of her right there, giving me the cord to come in, giving me that look that, it's time to go. And I miss her so much. And I hope, Barry, that you'll give her my regards and tell her that I love her and I miss her. And I think of all those years past. And even though we have the Zoom, there's nothing like a one-to-one and the feedback of real people taking your hand, hugging you, the faces in the audience at high holidays. And I miss all that so much. But this is the new normal. So I was so happy to be part of it. Have a happy new year for everyone here and a safe year. And that's it.
Thank you, Rose, for those beautiful words. Yes, we all missed Elaine.
I will communicate your sentiments. Thank you very much. My mom is over at Sinai Residence, and she's listening to everything we do. And I'm hoping that when this pandemic passes over, she'll be back on the piano, and we will resume with her. So thank you very much for this.
Anita, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say that and the truth is he does know how to help people because he's the one who got me on this Zoom session because I keep getting it mixed up. I think that the the business of, I also watched the Central Synagogue service this morning, and one of the things that was impressive with it was that they actually zoomed in some of their members to do certain parts and everything. And what I miss most about attending services is actually seeing everybody. And doing this Zoom thing is very helpful in seeing that we're all still here. But on the other hand, this business about not being able to come together and doing it on Zoom and Facebook is really glorious because you feel like more people can participate, as you heard from some of the people who said that they never attended a service before. I think that's wonderful. And it feels so uplifting to even be part of this. And I just appreciate the whole thing. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Anita. Who else had their hand raised? Okay, let me look at the next set of people.
Marlene.
Marlene, you've got your hand raised. Go ahead. You have to unmute yourself first, honey.
Unmuting.
Okay,
I
good.
can't believe, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I can't believe that I'm on Zoom. Rabbi, this is definitely a miracle. I must say that your sermon, as always, was inspiring, and you got my blood going. So the best to you, your family, and everybody else of the synagogue. A healthy, happy, and peaceful year. Thank you.
Thank you, Marlene. Thank you. Anybody else? Harris, Margie, Francine? Harry, do I see your hand? Okay, go right ahead, Harry. Harry Conspiet.
I'm not a member. I've met Rabbi Barry on several occasions. In fact, his father was my wife's rabbi over in Stamford, Connecticut. So I want to just tell you that I thought the service was very, very inspiring, innovative, and has great potential for going beyond geographic limitations and being a great service to reach out to future congregations. So I value the leadership and what you guys have done, because I've been in leadership before. This is a bold new step, and I hope it continues and provides an opportunity to reach out even further to spread a very ecumenical message across generations and across geographic boundaries.
Thank you, Harry. Harry, just going to say, Harry's a real visionary in the Jewish community. And any thoughts that you have about how we can expand our reach and connect with others, we'd really appreciate. So thank you very much for being here. It's great to see you.
I'll be reaching out to you, Rabbi Barry.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harry. Anybody else? More? Francine, go ahead. I see Francine's hand, and then unmute yourself, Francine.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
I just want to wish everybody a happy and a healthy and a great new year, and I hope the upcoming year is better than the one that we're living in now. And I'm just glad to be with everybody and be able to enjoy services, and it was a wonderful service, Rabbi Barry.
Thank you, Francine. Margie, did I see your hand? Go ahead, Margie, unmute yourself. Margie, it's good to see you. You're still muted. You're still muted. Just click on the microphone on the bottom. No, it's not letting you. If you want to chat something, I'll read it for you. Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, it
Go
said
ahead.
that you were preventing me. How would you do that? But I forgive you because it's Yom Kippur. I just want to say to everybody, obviously, so nice to see you all, happy and healthy. I thought both services were outstanding. Last night and today, because I've been like everybody, looking at different things. And you guys have just done a fantastic, wonderful, wonderful job. The content, everything. Of course, Robert Watson was great. And of course, the rabbi, as usual, is just phenomenal. So, yeah, the goal now is to see how can it be broadened more. So that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Margie. I just wanted to share with everybody that last night's service had over 3,500 viewers. So if that doesn't broaden our reach, I don't know what does. That's an enormous amount of viewership. And thanks to Rabbi Barry and the whole team. That's a real feat. Sarah, you have your hand raised.
I just want to say that if it wasn't for Zoom, I never would have even known about your temple or your synagogue. And I wish there was something like that where I live on Long Island, but there isn't. So.
Well, we're available for you because we're here on the internet every week, and you can be a part of our temple, even though you're in New York and we're in Florida.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah, for your comments. I have Andy. Andy, go ahead, unmute yourself.
Yeah, real quick. So 3,000, Kanahara, poo, poo, poo. So all we have to do is follow the Girl Scout cookie model. If we could sell 5 boxes, each of us bringing 5 new people, it'll be 15,000. Do I hear 20?
25.
Nancy, did you have your hand raised? Nancy, go ahead.
Yeah, Lashana Tova to everybody.
Lashana
And
Tova.
kudos to everybody who put on the service. Both services amazing. Amazing. Good to see everybody.
Thank you,
All
Nancy.
the best.
Thank you. I hope you're feeling better, Nancy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can't keep me down for more than 10 minutes.
Suzanne, do you have your hand raised? Go ahead.
Yes, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. It's great to see you all, and spread the word. You can go to our website and you can sign up. All your friends can sign up to be and get our newsletter throughout the year, and stay connected with us, ladorvador.org.
And by the way, ladorvador.org, we post our videos for every Shabbat, every holiday. You can get everything there. We also, before you watch the Yisker and Ne'ilah closing service today, you might want to open up the PDF that we made for the Book of Remembrance. It has some beautiful prayers for your loved ones that you can recite during the Yisker service or prior or after, and be a part of that service and feel like you're part. Go ahead, Emily.
And just to tell the remote people that if you go to the website and you sign up for the email that comes out, there's Tuesday night chats with the rabbi, there's the current events discussion that happens once a month on Wednesdays, and other things. There are so many things with and they're all free and available to you. So just sign up to get the newsletter from Sharon.
Thank you, Emily, for that little commercial. That was great. Who
Sharon,
else has their hand raised?
Sharon, I
Rabbi,
just want to share something with everybody. Somebody asked if we're a Reformed congregation. So I just want to clarify, because we have people on for the first time. Our congregation started out with my dad and with me, co-rabbis. That's why it's Lador Vador, generation to generation. My dad was a classically trained Reform rabbi, and our congregation began as a Reformed congregation. My dad wrote a book about Judaism in which he explained that Judaism is rational and should be based on reason. Even God should be considered a hypothesis, a working hypothesis. And so I kind of took what he said in the Reform movement, which started out really inspired by Charles Darwin and the theory of evolution, to allow Judaism to evolve. What we do is rooted in Reform. It comes out of Reform, but it's not quite the same. In Reform, they still pay lip service to God giving the Torah, and the Torah being written by infallible and things like that. We at Lador Vador are very sincere in making Judaism real. And so we interpret it through science, not just the findings of science, but the methodology of science, which is if something doesn't make sense logically, it's out, even if it's traditional. But it's not just out, it evolves so that it now has meaning. So we retain all the traditions, we retain the concept of God, we retain everything, but everything has evolved into a position where it actually makes sense, and you have to check your common sense at the door. Now, this concept that interprets Judaism through science, it also reaches out to interfaith and social action. I patterned it after Albert Einstein. And he said there's 3 phases of Judaism. First, God was really scary and we were frightened and we gave him sacrifices. Then he was like a father figure, rewarding the good and punishing the bad. Then he said that you have moments of a cosmic religious experience where you sense the numinous and the wondrous and you're filled with awe. So I call it, what I do, cosmic Judaism. I'm writing a book and it'll be hopefully published before the end of the year, explaining this concept in a way that everybody can relate to. Va-Dor is still wondering what to call it. So the jury's out on that one. But it is rooted in reform, and it's very similar to Reconstructionist and Humanist, but it's not. It's different. And it's very, and and we share songs also. If you heard the song Music of the Night on Kol Nidre Eve, I have about 30 more of them. And we're producing this. So if you watch on Friday night, you'll see new innovative things coming out and new music coming out and all types of things. So we have big plans for the future to innovate and to evolve. And if you want to be a part of it, share with us your ideas and your thoughts of how to do it or where you think we should be going, because we're building the Judaism of tomorrow right now as we speak. And we invite you to join with us in moving forward.
Andy, and then Dan. Andy, unmute yourself.
So real briefly, for Sarah up in New York and Michelle in North Carolina, that's a whole new market for Va-Dor. So I want to share with you a core quotation to set you moving forward. Rabbi Mordechai Kaplan, the founder of Reconstructionism, summed it up best in terms of opening the portals to what Rabbi Barry was talking about in terms of the evolution of an awareness of God. And here's a quote. Get a pencil and paper out. Start writing. Tradition has a vote, but not a veto. The thing that has held us back as a pan-Judaic post-denominational thing is that every denomination has tried to have their own little frame. This is frameless. This is expansive. All of it's included. You don't settle for the 8 colors of Crayola. You got to go for the 64 or more. It's like Baskin Robbins. You and I, everybody here is of a certain age. I'm probably the youngster, maybe, but even so, I'm still of a certain age. The Neapolitan, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, that's old school. We're going for Baskin Robbins, 30 Wonderful. So basically, it's a larger palette. It's a smorgasbord of spirituality and rationality, and I yield the floor to the rest of you.
Thank you very much. Dan, go ahead. Unmute. You're muted, sorry.
Okay, there we go. Oh, wow, Andy, what a great segue for what I have to say and what I have to ultimately ask the rabbi.
We have to keep, Dan, we have to keep it to a minimum. I have to say, we only have a few more minutes here.
Okay,
thanks.
Real quickly, I've always been a traditionalist, but my question to the rabbi is, because now I see it all sort of breaking down, is there a deliberate effort on the part of the different denominations to try to break down those barriers, to try to do away with these labels of reform and conservative and maybe even orthodoxy and try to make everybody, or maybe one movement is moving in that direction in cooperation with another?
There really is not. There's really walls of separation between Judaism and other religions and Judaism within itself. It's a real issue. We do dialogue and we try to get people, the Orthodox and traditionalists won't even sit down with us or with other denominations. So it's an issue. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We're reaching out and trying to bring everybody under one roof or under one link together. There are some who are doing it and we're going to reach out to them, but that's really critical. You can't bring the world together if we can't bring Jews together. So we need to start there. And we're trying to do that.
Okay, we have Bruce Levy that would like to talk. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Rabbi. Bruce, go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I really apologize for leaving the temple at the time I did. There was just too many things going on in my life, and I was just didn't have the money to be fair to you. But Carol and I are definitely considering of coming back. in 21. And we would love to be with you guys again.
That would be lovely, Carol and Bruce, and will be there for whatever you need.
Okay, so if you would forgive us for what we did, I know we were rude, I know it was uncalled for, and I don't know why sometimes I walk out of my mind, but now I'm coming back. So in 21, we're planning on coming back.
Hey, Bruce, there's no need to apologize. We're all together here. And also, don't let money worry you. Whatever you can do is fine. If all you can do is just link up and spread the word, that's fine too. Whatever you can do is fine. We're glad to have you.
And I'll get other people to join also.
We miss you and we love you.
We miss you and love you. Okay.
That's great.
Rabbi, you're a mensch.
That's a good way
You're
to
a
end
mensch.
it. Thanks for mentioning it. That's a good way to end it, because we want everybody to participate. If all you can do is just want to watch and spread the word or get some inspiration, that's good. If you want to join, that's fine. If you have ideas, whatever you want to do to participate, we're just glad to have you and to be with you. And we're a spiritual family, and we are here to serve you in any way that you can participate. It's all good. And thank you. That was a great way. Let us reconcile with everybody. Everybody that we've slandered, or everybody that we've had an outing with. Let's all reach out and bring everybody back into the fold and build bridges and knock down walls. That's what we'll do with the interfaith dialogue. That's what we need to do in our lives. So that was a good way to end, I believe.
So if you don't have the link, it's on our website for the Interfaith Dialogue, ladorvador.org. It's also in the chat window. If you look, Sheila Finkelstein wrote down the Zoom link for you, and that's going to be at 1 o'clock. And I thank you all for participating this today. I wish you all Lashana Tova, a beautiful Yom Kippur, and please, it's not over until the shofar sounds, so please watch our Yizkor and the Elah service this afternoon. As I said, it's my favorite, and I think you'll really be inspired by that one as well. We love you all. Please don't be a stranger.
Love you too.
Please get onto our email list and see our voice and be part of us, whether you join us as a member, if you just say hi once in a while at a Zoom, but please be part of Lador Vador. That's what we want the most. Thank you.
Bless you, Sharon.
Thank you.
And Eva's her favorite because it was the shortest service that we did. That's why she liked it the best.
No, nope, that's not why.
It's a good service. It's a good service.
Harris, did you want to say something?
Go ahead, Harris.
Were you waving, or you want to say something?
I want to ask something.
Okay. Go ahead, Francine.
What time is the service?
You can watch any of our service whatever time is convenient for you. I've recommended 4 o'clock or 4:30. That way it ends just about the time the sun may be starting to set. So you can watch it at 5 o'clock. You can watch it right after this or right after the Interfaith Dialogue.
Don't miss the dialogue at 1. At 1 o'clock, the dialogue, we're going to have these religious people put on the spot and answer some very interesting questions. So please join us for that. Yeah,
that's also Zoom. That's another Zoom program at 1.
It's a Zoom.
So I have.
Yeah. Gotta go by Zoom.
Since I'm not a 4-year-old, do I have to go off this?
You have to go off of this and use the other link that's on our website. There's a new link, and the meeting number is 8402.
Hold on.
8402-43271. It's on our website. It's got an Interfaith Dialogue little logo. Harris, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say none of the major pharmaceutical companies are close to finding a cure for the pandemic. So I think we're going to be on Zoom for about another year and a half. Not even close.
Hey, just remember, our services will resume, and we will continue to exhume the wisdom of our ancestors and rejuvenate our lives. So be with us. Take care, everybody.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. We hope to see you on
Shana Tova to everyone.
Shana Tova.